Hi there you guys, I'm Teddy from Beading, and in today's tutorial I'm gonna be showing you super easy step-by-step how to create these colorful flower earrings with the so-called brick stitch. If you're not familiar, don't worry because I'm showing it, so it is a beginner's friendly tutorial. If you're new here, consider subscribing with the bell for more absolutely free content like this one. You can also check the membership option that comes with multiple video courses and digital patterns for the price of a coffee. Check description and the join button. Without further delay, let's start with the list of the materials. Okay guys, so what I'm using for this video are 6 colors of 11 miyuki delica beads: white, yellow, orange, red, light blue and dark blue. I'm using earring findings leverbacks. This is Nylbond Nylon Thread. You could use file line as well if you want. This is size 11 beading needle, use similar size, and scissors. And now I'm going to take about half an arm span of thread on my needle and I will start. Okay guys, and in my first step I'm going to take 2 white beads. I'm going to slide those down. I will leave here a small tail. I will go backwards like this through the first one and I will create a loop between them. So you see they are next to each other and the holes are pointing in this direction. Then I want to go through the second one. I'm going to take next another white bead. Then I will go through the neighbor, through the same one that I just added. And you see how they don't sit straight. That's why I'm going to fix this with the next step, which is reinforcing them. Okay, so I'm going through all of them just like this. Now, I will continue with the so-called brick stitch. If you're not familiar, don't worry because I'm showing it in easy steps. So I need 1 white and 1 orange bead, and you see these thread bridges that I have here. They might not be very visible because the thread is white, but they are between my beads, so I'm going under the first one of them, just like this. And then I'm going through the bead that is closer to the center of my work. Then I take another orange bead and I go under the next thread bridge. I go under the thread bridge, guys, and I also go through this bead. Okay, I have this. Then I need to add another bead here. I'm out of thread bridges, so what can I do? I can use twice the same thread bridge that I used for the second orange bead, the previous bead that I added. So I use it, I go under it, and I go through the white bead. And I have my second row of brick stitch ready. Now, just to mention that I will do 2 types of colorful flowers. One of them I will do with orange and red, and the second one will be done with light blue and dark blue. So the orange will be replaced with light blue and the red will be replaced with dark blue. You could do one or another, it's up to you, but I will do this both type of beads for this work. Okay, let me continue the orange red type of flower. So I take 1 white and 1 orange, and because I will be increasing, so my next row will be with more beads than the previous, I go under this first thread bridge here with these 2 beads. And then I pull as usual. And I want to go through the bead which is closer to the center of my work, which is the orange one. Now pay attention, I want to increase in this direction with some more beads. And how am I going to do this? It's easy. I go into this white bead here. Now I'm going in this direction just to add the beads that I need from this side. So I add one, like this. And I add another one. And I go like this. Now you see how they don't sit very straight, so I want to go and reinforce them. And I want to return back to this orange bead. Okay, I finished my work from this side and now I continue as usual to this side. So the next bead that I need is this red one. I'm going here in the middle and through this red. Then I want to take another orange and go in the next, under the next thread bridge and backwards through this orange, as I usually do. Here, my friends, I need one more white to be added here. That is why I'm using this last thread bridge, where I already have been through with the orange one. So I'm using it one more time and I'm going through this white. Now I need two more white beads from this side, and I'm pretty sure you know how to add them. Just turn your work the way it's easier for you. So I'm taking one, I'm adding it like this with a loop. And I'm going backwards like this through the newly added one. And then I'm taking just one more bead, going like this. And then through it again. And what I want to do is that I reinforce my beads one more time to be sure it's all tight and secure. So I have my third row ready. And I take a white and an orange bead, and because I still increase, I'm going under this first thread bridge here with these two beads. And I'm pulling. And I'm going through the orange one. So now if you decide to make the other color, which is light blue and red, just when I say orange, add light blue, and when I say red, add dark blue. So it's up to you. You could do only one colorful combination, or you could do two, as I'm doing here. Okay, when I show you how to make this flower, you could do as many colorful combinations as you like. And as you may see, I add the beads one by one. Only the first two beads of a row are added at once. Then all the others are one by one. Okay, then I take a red one. Another red, which will be dark blue if you're doing the other type of combination. then another white, then 2 orange and 1 white, and I start another increasing row, guys, with white and orange. And since I increase, I go under the first thread bridge that I have here and through the one that is closer to the center, just like that. Then it's time to add 2 red ones, one by one. One white, one red, one white. Then I repeat what we have here, 2 red, 1 orange, 1 white. And as always, my last bead I added at the same thread bridge. Now guys, I will start decreasing brick stitch. I take a white and an orange, and because in the next row I will have less beads than in the previous one, I will go under the second thread bridge between the orange and the red one. Okay, then as always I'm going through this orange here, but what I want to do is also to do a reinforcement, because my beads go under the second thread bridge and they stretch and they look wonky with a hole in between them. So when I go one more time, it all goes straight and nice. Here I need 2 red beads, two yellows, and by the way, if you do the other colorful combination with light blue and dark blue instead of orange and red, you still keep the yellow in the center. So this in my case stays the same, so white and the yellow are the same. You just replace the orange and the red. Okay, here I'm going to repeat this part the other way around, so it will be 2 red, 1 orange and 1 white. Everything here is added one by one. Okay, I have this. And the next row, guys, will be a decreasing one. So I take 2 white beads and I go under the second thread bridge again, between the orange and the red one, and I go in the one that's closer to the center. And do you remember what's the difference between increasing and decreasing brick stitch? Yes, the difference is that you need to reinforce because your beads stretch as they go under the second thread bridge. Okay, and I want another white. Then I'm going to add 3 yellow and 3 white beads. And by the way, guys, just to tell you if you don't know, that I have a membership, and inside the membership you could find multiple colorful patterns and similar designs like this flower for many different shapes and forms. You have animals, fruits, Christmas, Saint Valentine's, and so on designs. You can go to my website bijuteo.com, and there you will find free designs as well to download. They are just a few, but for the members, for just $6.99, you can go and download all of the designs, which are now 45 and are growing each month. And with this membership, not only you get these PDF patterns to create multiple designs with this brick stitch that I'm showing you now, but you also get video courses. Now I'm creating the 9th video course, so there will soon be 45 tutorials there, because every course consists of 5 videos. You can check my membership option in description and at the subscribe plus button. Now guys, I did the central row. Now I will continue and I will repeat these rows from here on, so you can watch from this part here. Okay, I'm going under this first thread bridge. So now I'm showing this with a tutorial without a pattern, but once you learn the brick stitch, maybe a lot of you know it, but if you're not an advanced beader, so once you learn it, you will be able to create multiple shapes and forms. Actually, anything is possible to be created with this. Butterflies, animals, fishes, and I have a lot. You can choose to become a member and download them, or I have a store where you can buy only some of the designs. You can check description for all of the links for the membership and for these designs. Okay, now I'm just repeating this bottom row. So now I add here 2 yellows in the center. And then I repeat this the other way around. 2 red, 1 orange and 1 white. Now we continue with increasing row, which is similar to this one. We start with white and orange. No need to reinforce because it is increasing. Then 2 red. One white. One red. And I repeat these steps the other way around. White, 2 red, orange, and white. Then guys, I'm going to start a decreasing row, which will be this one. I start with white and orange. And I go under the second thread bridge. And go through this red, orange, sorry. And do you remember what we do when we have decreasing brick stitch? We reinforce. Why? Because as we go under the second thread bridge, our beads stretch. Now I'm going to add orange, white and 2 reds, one by one. By the way, you can tell me in the comments, are you already familiar with the brick stitch? Or do you see it now for the first time? And you're learning at the moment, or maybe you know it to some extent but you're not sure how to decrease and increase, and you're just learning about this at the moment. You can tell me how advanced you are. Also, do you intend to try some more PDF patterns in the future? Free or paid or with membership, no matter. You have all the options. Now guys, I repeat absolutely the same thing as what I had at the previous side. So I add again white to orange and white. And I have this. Now I'm at this stage here where I need 3 white beads in a row. First, as always, I take 2 of them, and because it is a decreasing row, I go under the second thread bridge and reinforce. Okay, just like that. I take another white, just like that, because I need 3 white beads. Then I need orange, red, and orange. And 3 white beads in a row. Okay, so I have this now. I have 2 more rows to go, but now I need to decrease, and I will show you how I'm decreasing, guys. In order to do this, I need to reposition my thread to exit here out of this white bead. Then I need a white and an orange bead, and I go here in the second thread bridge of where I'm exiting, not here but here. Okay, then I'm going through the orange and I want to reinforce, because you know always when I do decreasing brick stitch I go under the second thread bridge, I need reinforcement. Here I need another orange and I need a white one. Then I need 2 white beads and I go here under the second thread bridge of where I'm exiting out of, between the 2 orange beads. I go like this and I go through the one which is closer to the center of my work. Then I go through the neighbor one and one more time through this one. Okay. Then I'm taking another white bead, which will be the last one of my flower. Okay. Now guys, what I want to do is to get rid of this thread. How I'm going to do this? One way is just to zigzag through the beads and cut it. Many people follow this approach, but just to be on the safe side, I prefer to make a small knot here between the beads. Let me see. How can I do this? Okay, a small knot. Like that. And then continue zigzagging through some more beads. And then I will cut this thread just like that. Then guys, I will put my needle here on this end. I will zigzag and cut this thread as well off camera and I'll be back. Okay guys, and I zigzagged and cut the other piece of thread. Then what I did is that I created off camera again one more flower like this, and I decided to create one with blue shades. If you prefer to have only red orange, do it with only red orange, but I prefer to mix and match. Now what I'm going to do is to take another half an arm span of thread on my needle, and what I'm going to do is to add it to one of my flowers. So I will go here through this bead like this. And I will create a knot here by making a loop and going twice through the loop I've made and pulling. Then in my next step, what I want to do is to go through this bead here. Okay, I have this. Then I'm going to take one of my other flowers and I will go here through all of those beads. In this way, I want to connect those flowers, guys. Okay. I am connecting them in this way. Okay. After you reinforce, you want to reach the other part of this blue flower. Okay. So let me show you how I'm doing it. I'm zigzagging through my beads in order to reach the other part of the flower. Okay, my goal is to exit here at the same place. Now, what I'm going to do next is to take this flower and to go here and attach it to this one. Absolutely the same way as I did before. It doesn't matter exactly where you go. You just need to go out of the proper bead without your thread showing. So yeah, this is what I'm doing here. Now it's connected. And my goal, guys, is to reach the other side of this flower. By the way, you could create a bracelet in absolutely the same way. Okay, I won't make you watch me one more time to zigzag through the beads. I will exit here and I will be back. Okay, if you're making a bracelet, you will just continue this, but now I will show you how I'm making an earring. I take a white bead, an earring finding, and a white bead, and I go here through these beads like that, like I did when I was connecting the flowers. So the only thing that I need to do next is to reinforce this joint that I created here. by zigzagging through those beads. And you know what I said, you can, oops, sorry, here my thread shows, so I need to go back. Okay, so what I said was that you can create a knot or just zigzag through the beads, but I prefer to create a knot just to be on the safe side. And then I will zigzag a little bit. And of course you can repeat the knot, or just when you zigzag you take your scissors and cut the thread. Thank you so much guys for staying here with me until the end. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you will create multiple colorful variations, also maybe bracelet and smaller earrings. A ring also could be created with this design, so I'm really happy you stayed with me until the end. If you still haven't considered subscribing, also liking, sharing and commenting to help me to create more free tutorials like this. And if you're interested in additional video courses and digital patterns, you could check the membership option that for a price of a coffee gives you a lot of value, like multiple PDF patterns and video tutorials. See you guys in the next video that you see on your screens.